Hey guys, you're watching BTech. I'm Basil. This is a Motorola Moto G5s. It's just come to the UK. It sits above the Moto G5, kind of on par with the Moto G5 Plus. The Moto G5s Plus sits above it with its dual camera, and at the top of the rung you have the Z2 player. That's not including, of course, the Moto Z2 Force, which we will come to unboxing in a bit. Today though, it is all about the G5s. So let's get to it, but before I do, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's how you stay on top of everything that we do. Right, the G5s is a more unibody metal device than the G5 and G5 Plus, as is indeed the G5s Plus, which is very, very solid in the hand, feels exceptional, and of course has that dual camera. If the dual camera isn't really that big a deal for you, you want a 5.2-inch screen, something slightly smaller, but still want that 3000 milliamps of battery in full HD resolution, then you may well want to look to the Motorola Moto G5s. Around the back, you've got some key specs: 5.2-inch full HD display, 1.4 gigahertz octa-core processor. It's a Snapdragon 430 processor, 32 gigabytes of storage with 3 gig of RAM, 16 megapixel rear camera, a 5 megapixel front camera. It's got Gorilla Glass 3 on the screen, 3000 milliamp battery, and it has a turbocharger in the box. Very, very cool for the price. Yeah, that's pretty much it from this, except for the fact it mentions you've got a fingerprint scanner under the display, which we've seen before on these kinds of devices. Bam, there it is. You can flip it open, pull off the plastic, and fire up this bad boy. Power button is on the right hand side, long press, and while that is doing its thing, let's put it to one side and take a look at the box contents. So inside you can see you've got some literature, multi-language literature as well, and lots of pictures too. And that's making some noise. You've also got a SIM eject tool. You've also got that turbo power charger that I was telling you about as well. Very, very handy. And a USB cable. Now this USB cable is not a USB Type-C. This isn't going to be a flagship type device. It is going to retail for around £210 or thereabouts at the moment. I think that's where you can pick it up in Debenhams right now if Google Shopping's anything to go by. USB, micro USB cable, but still the fact it has a turbocharger is a nice addition. So the display, 5.2 inches, full HD. Above it, you've got a front flash for that 5 megapixel camera. Below it, you have that fingerprint scanner. Down at the base is that micro USB loudspeaker, and you've also got on the left hand side a SIM card and micro SD card slot. Up at the top, 3.5mm headphone jack. Does feel solid, does feel premium, not too hollow. You do have a camera bump for that 16 megapixel rear camera, and that, my friends, is the Motorola Moto G5s. So like I said, you can pick this up at the moment. I'm going to have it for the next couple of weeks. If there's anything that you want to know about it, let me know in the comments section below. But before I go, let's give you a quick side-by-side size comparison between some of the key other devices in the Moto portfolio. You've got the Moto G5 right here. So side by side, the G5 has the smaller display of the two. It is a 5-inch display versus 5.2-inch display. Retails for around £160, I do believe. Moving that out, these two retail for pretty much the same price. That's the Moto G5 Plus and the Moto G5s regular. They are 5 inches full HD resolution, and they look exceptional. Designs are similar, but the design of the G5 Plus is, G5s is that bit more solid because of that unique body. They also have very, very similar optics, and you'll want to look at a side-by-side spec sheet to decide which one is better for you. Putting that down can bring the G5s Plus into frame to reveal that really, really nice big 5.5-inch display. It's the same size as an iPhone 7, 8 Plus and the same resolution as well. You've got front flashes on both. You've also got those front cameras, front fingerprint scanners, speakers down at the base, micro USB turbocharger in the box. The real difference lies in the power under the hood, Snapdragon 630 on the Plus, and you've also got that dual camera setup. Both have the same kind of dimple, same kind of finish. Very, very premium. And at the top of the rung, not including of course the Moto X4, which we haven't got in yet, you have got the Moto Z2 Play. Well, not really at the top of the rung, like I said earlier. At the top of the rung is the Z2 Force, but for the kind of price point we're talking about, 360 odd pounds, the Z2 Play is exceptional, and it supports Moto mods as well, such as the wireless charging Moto mod that I have here. And we can pull a wireless charging pad into frame, plonk it on, and you can see it is charging nicely. So these are the Motorola phones that are out now. Make your mind up, let us know which one you prefer. And this has been an unboxing video of the Motorola Moto G5s. If you've enjoyed it, click that thumbs up button, like the channel, subscribe. It's how you stay on top of everything that we do here at BTech. Thanks for watching.